I just listened to a song that I'm not gonna spoil because I did a lot of CD hunting today, and man, did it pay off pretty well. But you'll have to wait to see that one. But anyways, this is my weekly update for the week, as the name implies, I guess. And so it has been kind of an interesting week. I've not had to work with Brian as of yet, but I have to tomorrow, very sadly. But I'm excited to, stand up for myself, I guess. And dude, if it comes down to it, bro, I'm just gonna start singing Trash and Scattered at him, bro, or Nightmare or something, bro. Just start, keep on riding, you're just raping yourself. And he's just gonna be like, what the fuck? I'll just be like, hey, fuck you, motherfucker. I mean, I'm literally calling him a goddamn motherfucker in that song. And you goddamn motherfucker always wasting my time. Like, he's just gonna, dude, he's gonna lose it. And I'm just gonna be like, hey, you brought this upon yourself, man. You brought this upon yourself. And then my boss at some point is probably gonna be like, hey, I heard you were singing it, Brian, and you called him a goddamn motherfucker? I'm gonna say, yeah, I did. Be like, well, could you stop? I'll be like, no. He deserves it. Fucking calling me a wise guy and shit, bro. He deserves this shit. Pushing all the work on me? Fuck you. How do you like it? How do you like it when people tell you to go fuck yourself? You tell everybody to go fuck themselves, so how about you go fuck yourself, you know? So, yeah. My car came back from getting the tires replaced today, but I'm not gonna lie. There's like a thump I can notice as it's driving. It's just like thump, 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 thump. And I'm like, is that me not having broken in the tires yet? Or what? Because, yeah, I don't know. I might just be stupid. But I do definitely feel it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's been an interesting week for sure. But I'm liking that I'm getting into a lot of other music at the moment. It feels good. Feels good for sure to be getting into all this different type of music, dude. I got so much, dude. It's good. I'm gonna have to get a case of CDs or something for my car, dude, because I'm gonna have too much. There's gonna be way too much CDs. It's gonna be amazing. But yeah, I'm in love with CDs right now, and I'm trying to think, what else can I say here? What else can I say? Yeah. So, let me think. Oh yeah, my mentor coworker. Part of the reason I'm working with Brian again is my mentor coworker. He was going for surgery. He is gone for surgery now, I think. He was supposed to go on Monday. He's gonna be out for like months because it's something with his rotator cuff or whatever. I'm just like, fuck, man. Fuck. Because it's not even just like, oh, now I have to work with Brian. It's like, I genuinely like this guy. He's a good guy to work with. And he's funny. He, always does his job, always trying to, help people. I don't know. I'll never forget. One day, I was working with him, we were closing. We usually didn't close very much before, I told my boss I didn't want to work with Brian anymore. And one day he's just talking about Brian. He's talking about how, how he's talking with the people at front end all the time. He's talking with all these young guys at front end and stuff. And I'm working on the slicer, and he just says, like, randomly, like, maybe he's gay. And I couldn't stop laughing in my head. Like, I was trying so hard to not laugh. I was definitely smiling, but, like, just him just being like, maybe he's gay. Just, you know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that if he's gay, but just like, dude, the way he said it, like, maybe he's gay. Just, like, bro, I just couldn't. I couldn't, dude. And then after that too, this other guy comes over. The guy I used to drive a lot. I would drive him home and stuff, and he would never really reciprocate that much. Partially because he's not in the greatest, you know, the greatest state of life. But it's also, I can't help but just, like, not really want to deal with him. But, like, you know, he's still single. He's got no girlfriend. He's got no wife. He's got no kids. No nothing. And one day, or that same day, like a little after he was saying the, oh, maybe he's gay thing, he started talking to this guy. It was like, you know, listen, I mean, nowadays maybe you need a man, not a woman, you know. He's saying, you know, he got kind of, you know, quiet, and he's like, you know, they say a man knows how to pleasure you better. And I was just laughing, dude. I couldn't with this guy, dude. He's just, oh my god, dude. Just when he just says that, like, you know, they say that men know how to pleasure you better than a woman. I'm just like, dude, it was so funny. It was so funny. I couldn't help but laugh. And it's like, it's not like a homophobic thing, right? It's not like I'm sitting there like, haha, fucking gay people, but it's just like, it's just funny the way this guy says it. Like, you just don't expect it. It's just out of fucking left field. He's just saying, like, you know, they say a man knows how to pleasure you better than a woman. Just like, what? Where did that come from? And this guy's like, he's a serious fucking guy, dude. He will, like, he would grill me so many times over, like, why'd you open that ham? You didn't need to open that ham. You know, you should leave it closed. And then, like, meanwhile, he's just saying that shit, and I just, bro, I was fucking laughing. Serious fucking guy, and he's saying that shit, bro. Oh my god. So yeah, that was a funny thing. And then there's the fact that I just enjoy working with him. So it makes it kind of sad that I'm probably not going to see him for months. But on the bright side, I do have his phone number so I can talk to him. And he said he'll come visit every once in a while, probably, because he lives close. But still, it's just, it sucks to not work with him anymore. But, you know, I'm still thankful for all the moments that we had. All those days that we worked together. I'm glad that I worked with him. And yeah, that's most of what I've got to say. But also sucks that now I have to work with Brian again. And tomorrow's going to be the first day of that in like 2 weeks. So we'll see. But as I was telling my therapist before, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm not going to let this guy bully me. And kind of made me think of that iDubbbz content cop on Leafy, where he's like, today we're going to bully the bully, you know? And looking back, that did actually like kind of destroy Leafy's career. And sometimes that is like the best way to deal with these types of people. To deal with somebody like Brian, you can go to management as many times as you want. And I've gone to management multiple times over the things he's done. And he has never really changed. And they've said, oh, we're going to have a serious talk with him soon. Oh, we're going to have a serious talk with him. And now they said it again. You know, now I'm having this conflict with him. Are they actually going to? At this point, I'm not optimistic. Depending on if his attitude tomorrow is the exact same, then I know that there was no talk, or it is meaningless because he knows he's just protected. So, if that's the case, then simply what I'm gonna do, right, is I'm just gonna hold my own, okay? If they're not gonna take the time to put this guy in his place, then I'm gonna put him in his place. Okay? If he starts coming up to me, he's saying, you're not doing the work, blah, 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 you're useless, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna say, dude, you're the fucking useless one. You're the one not doing the work. And I was thinking before, like, just, you know, he says that shit to me, I'm be like, you know, it's crazy that they keep me around, because I'm not doing my work, I'm rude to customers, everybody in the deli hates me. Oh, wait, that's not me, that's you. Just be like, oh, my bad. My bad, sorry, I thought I was talking about myself there for a second. Maybe he's gonna lose it. But you know what, let him lose it, I don't fucking care, man. Like, I'm standing up for myself. That's what it comes down to. I'm gonna stand up for myself, and if he doesn't like that, then he can go fuck himself. Because I have taken his shit for way too long, I've done all of his work for way too long, and I'm just done with that. And I'm just tired of, you know, making this job out way more than what it should be, you know? So I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna sit there going, oh my god, you know, work and all this. I'm just not gonna do it. So there's that. I'm trying to think if there was really much else to talk about, and I'm kind of blanking. Oh yeah, I mean, I really fucked up my schedule, and now I've kind of fixed it a little bit by logging out of my main YouTube account, which is not my main channel, not the ones I'm uploading on. I don't do anything on those other than upload, pretty much. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of things. But I logged out of YouTube, and I think it's helping me a little bit, because last night it made it much easier to have like a jumping off point, you know? And the thing I was really thinking about recently is I need to stop watching things while eating, because I feel like that's my biggest problem, is that every time I'm eating, I'm like looking for something to watch, and then, you know, if you know, it takes you an extra like 20 minutes to eat something because you're watching something, then that's not great. So I personally am going to I'm gonna try to stop eating stuff and watching videos at the same time, because I think it's bad. I think it's a bad habit to form and continue with, so I would rather just not do that. So that is why from now on I'm gonna be trying to avoid that. And I did that today. I was listening to Avenged Sevenfold, which, I mean, that still sometimes kind of makes me take an extra minute. But the thing about that is, at least, you know, an Avenged Sevenfold song ain't gonna last 20 more minutes. So, and also, I feel like I just still, you know, eat pretty fast while listening to music anyway, so I don't know. I think it's a good idea. We'll see what happens. But at the moment, I'm feeling pretty good with that idea, to try and stop myself from eating stuff while I'm watching stuff. So that's the goal. We'll see what happens. But yeah. Other than that, I'm thinking, what else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, but I guess also with the YouTube stuff, right? I'm trying to just watch less stuff and also not be, you know, sedated by the algorithm, or baited by the algorithm, or seduced by the algorithm. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to not be seduced by this stupid fucking YouTube algorithm. And instead, what I'm doing is I'm going, you know what? I'm going to not walk in front of traffic. That's what that guy almost did. But no, but actually though, I'm going to I'm gonna try to avoid using the YouTube algorithm, and so from now on I'm gonna search stuff or like search people's channels, and I made that whole video about it, which nobody watched anyway, but you know, point is, that's my goal at the moment. And I think it hopefully will work out for me. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I feel pretty okay about it right now. So that's what makes me kind of happy. And my goal is to make it so that I just watch less YouTube and do more other stuff. Because, dude, I got so many books to read. I got so many CDs to listen to now. I won't spoil the CD hunting video, but oh boy, did I get so much stuff. But yeah. I talked a lot with my therapist today about music and stuff. And I can't help but feel like it was a great decision to really get into music now. Because I feel like I have so much more to connect with people with. And she was telling me, like, music is like one of the best social connectors that you can really get, you know? So I can't help but feel like I've kind of made a good decision here. And just something that I can relate to with more people now. Because before, I couldn't really relate to people when they talked about music. They're like, oh, you know, I'm going to this concert. I'm like, I don't fucking know anything about concerts, dude. But now I can be like, hey, I know exactly what you're talking about. So I think that's cool. I think that's a cool thing. What else do I have to say? I mean, also, I just had my mom's birthday party. It's pretty nice just to see family and stuff again. Gave her a cowboy pokey from Gumby, because she loves pokey from Gumby, and I managed to find that, like, collectible. Like, it's got to be from, like, I don't know, probably like the 80s or the 90s or early 2000s or something. I don't know. It's a pretty old toy, and I just found it at a collectible place. It was like 20-something bucks. So, hey, take it. And so, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling good about that present, and just about, you know, the party in general. It was pretty nice. I had a decent time. We also make these things called saran wrap balls. My mom found out about it like years ago, and so we started doing that. And it was very interesting to make one for the first time, really, like actually making one. And yeah, I was a little evil, if I'm being honest. I did a couple evil things, like putting like just a little piece of saran wrap, and then it's like, so you unwrap it and it's like, you know, I did some stuff like that. It was a little evil, but you know what? People enjoyed it. It was fun. I didn't really win anything from it, because, dude, every single time my cousin, he rolls, doubles, and then just, you know, when you get doubles, you get to take the ball, and then you get to start unraveling it more. And so, dude, 4 times in a row, he got doubles on the first roll. It's like, fuck me. Dude, my mom was literally trying to make balance change. She's like asking me if we should make balance changes. Like, should we? Maybe we should, you know, make it so you have to get, like, you know, double threes or something. We're gonna nerf it, dude. We're gonna nerf it because the doubles, the RNG is too strong, dude. I don't know, but it's fucking funny. Yeah. I've been just, I've been all right. Oh yeah, and I got the permanent crown in yesterday. Feels pretty good now. It was a little sensitive yesterday, but like, it feels like a tooth, and it feels like a clean tooth. Like a really nice tooth. So, It feels pretty good. It's nice to have teeth. And I'm working on getting better at flossing, and I'm trying to be more consistent with the stuff I do with my teeth. I'm trying to get better at that, because it really, that is something that you should do. If you're not doing it, believe me, I'm kind of learning the semi-hard way. So, dude, it just started raining like crazy, man. Out of nowhere. It started raining. But yeah, I don't know. It's been pretty alright week, I think. Some good things, some bad things. But you know what? It was a week without Brian, and I'm happy about that. And unfortunately, my next week is not going to be a week without Brian. So that sucks. But, I recorded a lot of stuff today, so that's great. I recorded something on my walk. I recorded something... I recorded a CD video. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. And, tomorrow I got some more free time. So that's going to be awesome. I'll probably use it to try and start getting ahead a little bit on whatever Friday's upload's going to be, because then I'm working 2 to 10 on Friday, so that's, a long shift. And then I have to be there 4 to 9 on Saturday with Brian, but you know what? 5 hours, and I don't have to finish everything. So, dude, I expect him to leave a lot of shit for me tomorrow, probably. But it's like, it's also, here's the thing, right? For him, it's a huge deal if I leave stuff, because he is used to not having to do anything, and he just doesn't want to work, so he doesn't like any extra work. Whereas he's already piled on all that shit on me forever. And, I had to get better at it in order to be able to do the job, to be able to finish the job. And also, the thing is too, he is afraid because he knows that if things are not done in that deli, it's going to fall on him and not really me. Because he's been there 8 years. I've been there like 8 months. So, literally like 10 or 12 times the experience of me, So therefore, he should be, trying to close it. But if he's not going to do anything, then, hey, it's what it is, right? And I'm just going to work hard enough, try to get things done. If I can't get everything done, I'm going to leave a note and say I couldn't finish these things. And they're going to know, he couldn't finish these things. I wonder why. Maybe because, this guy left him with everything. This guy made him to, help basically all the customers. And also something I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start bringing like a little sticky note or something, or like just some little like piece of paper, and just start tallying the amount of customers that he's helping. Just get a little more evidence. Just so, we know how many customers is he really helping. Oh, he helped 3 customers that whole night. Huh. Because that further supports the fact, it's like, so I'm taking care of all the customers, and he expects me to do most of the cleaning. How does that work? When also I'm on a shift that is less than his. So, yeah. He's going to probably lose it. And I'm just going to let it happen. Whatever. He wants to act like he is this, fucking really hard worker, and, he's always doing his job, but reality is that he's just not. And he also wants to act like this tough guy, is fucking, he's sitting there, barking at people, right? But he's got no bite. He's all bark, but no bite. And, sometimes you gotta put a dog like that in its place, You gotta say, hey, shut the fuck up. So, I don't know. I really don't got much else to say. kind of just it. I don't want to spoil the CD video. Yeah. Oh, well, you know, I guess one last thing I'll say is, because yesterday I went to the dentist and I got the dentist done, and it was like 10 o'clock. Like, what do I do? So, you know, I spent a little while recording stuff. I came here, recorded something, or I recorded the video about the, you know, I'm bringing back the old internet. So then I get to, I get home. I'm like, what am I gonna do now? And I was thinking I was just gonna work on videos, but then my mom was like, oh, I gotta go help, you know, I gotta go help my aunt with stuff. So I'm like, I'm alone for a while. I have time. So I did like a lot of singing. And to be honest, like, I feel like when I hear my own voice, I don't think it sounds bad. I think it sounds pretty good. But, dude, I hear it, like, you know, I listen to a recording of it, and I'm like, why is it, like, it doesn't sound great. You know? And I was like, maybe it's because I'm, like, doing it with the music. So I tried today, on my drive today, when I first left, after, because the car got new tires today, changed the cabin filter and the air filter, so that's nice. But, I got, you know, I'm driving there, and, I was like, let me just sing, no music, no nothing. So I was just singing with no music, and it felt really awkward at first. Like, I didn't really want to start, and then I finally started it, and I realized, you know what, it didn't sound that bad. It did not sound that bad. So, you know, because I'm just thinking, right? I'm thinking ahead with this Brian stuff. You know, I'm not gonna sit there and start yelling at him or screaming at him or anything, right? But I'm gonna stand up for myself, and, you know, he keeps pushing my buttons, right? I might just pull out the trash and scattered. Just, you know, just start singing that, and he'll just be like, what the fuck? You know? And I think it'll make me not afraid to do this stuff. And I've really been trying to put myself out there more and not kind of hide myself, because I feel like I'm so used to like hiding myself all the time. I was talking this with my therapist today, and she said, like, this is like next appointment, next session, you know, we should definitely start on this. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Because I feel like I've talked about this before in other videos, but I feel like I used to be maybe a little too naive or like not self-aware enough. And then when I got into like my teenage years, I started becoming too self-aware, to the point where like I was afraid to show anything about myself. And now I'm kind of slowly unraveling that, trying to get some sort of semblance of just being who I am. And one of those things has been singing. And I've had a very difficult time singing in front of people. That's not really something I do. But I've really had this like urge to want to do it. You know, like yesterday, I just wanted to, you know, I'm cleaning, I just wanted to start singing Backcountry or something, you know, just caught here in a fiery blaze, and just like, you know, just do that. There's no swearing in that song. But at the same time, dude, I really want to sing Trash and Scattered. That is a song that I really feel like applies to Brian so fucking much. It applies to my situation so much. And so, I would love to be able to sing Trash and Scattered at work. But we'll see, because also, I mean, literally the first line of the song has the word rape in it. And then, of course, you know, I'd be calling him a goddamn motherfucker. You know? Calling him a fucking parasite. You know, that might not fly well in an environment where I'm not really supposed to curse. But then again, this is the guy, like I said before, this is the guy that's telling people to go fuck themselves. You know? And I also have cursed like 1 or 2 times in front of customers before. So it's not something new. You know? It's not like I'm telling the customers directly, go fuck yourself. I'm talking to him and I'm telling him he's a goddamn motherfucker and he's always wasting my time. Yes, I don't know. We'll see. But it's funny. And also, I think, kind of shows people who I am. So, I don't know. And today I also did that. I have, you know, you're not going to see that. You're not going to see this by the time I've made it. But I went to the park today and I said, I kind of want to like record something, but also I want to walk. How can we fix this? By recording something and walking at the same time. And so I did that. And it was a little awkward. And at points, I kind of didn't want to fully do that. You know, there were points where I kind of like stopped because it was awkward. Just like being around somebody and like you're talking to yourself. And people are probably thinking like, what the fuck is this guy doing? But also like maybe people just think I'm talking to my phone now. That's a nice thing, right? Is that like now you have people where they just have AirPods and shit in and they're just sitting there talking on their phone. There's been times where like I would walk and somebody would be like, hello, and I'd like turn around like, and then I realized that they're talking to somebody on their fucking AirPods. Because it's weird, because before like you used to be able to see people on their phone, but now people are just like this. And like they might even just be looking in your direction. And it's like they're not talking to you. And it's weird. But then it also works out for me in that sense because now I don't look so weird in public talking to myself. So, but I actually did that today and it felt pretty good. And at first it felt a little weird, but then it got better. I was just talking to myself, and I think it's also easier. If I was talking at this park, it would be weird because I'd just be walking around seeing the same people repeatedly. But at a bigger park, it's much easier. So, that's nice. And with that, I think I'm going to end this thing here because I'm probably going to edit this thing down. But it's 40 minutes as of right now. Which, yeah, 40 minutes. I was thinking, because the other one, I pressed the volume button. I didn't know that it starts recording. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm not done recording, or I'm not done yet. And I was like still fucking putting the fucking phone in and everything. But yeah, it's been an alright week. I think I'm feeling okay now. I was kind of feeling like shit at points, but now I'm feeling pretty good. And, you know, I'm kind of feeling a little energetic and stuff. And I got a lot done today. I'm feeling good. I've been out of the house for like 6 hours. So, yeah, I'm feeling good. Car is 40,383 miles. We're getting there. We're getting close to the big 41. But, yeah. I feel all right. I feel all right. You know, we'll see how tomorrow goes. But, also speaking of tomorrow is the release of Totenreich. I've not played BO7 since, like, the release of Astra Malorum, which was in, like, early December. So it's been almost 5 months. And I'm actually going to come back, I think. I think I'm going to play some Totenreich tomorrow. So, excited for that. It's going to be interesting. Is that... I can't tell. That's definitely them, right? It's definitely them, I think. Or, I don't know, maybe not. I'm not sure. Looks like some people I know in my local Pokemon Go community. I haven't seen them in a little bit, but yeah. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But yeah, with that, I'm going to end things here so I can go home, get started on editing, get stuff done, because it's already like 7:40. Holy fuck. It's already 7 o'clock. Oh, it's almost 8. Oh. What a day, though. I gotta be honest, I enjoyed my time today. It was nice. I got a lot of stuff. Whoa. Oh, man. But, yeah. I guess that's it.